everybody. So another day in the life of RV maintenance and repairs. If you look there, we got a spot where it's material's completely gone. Several cracks. I've actually taped it a few times. You can see it's pretty old. I'm pretty sure this is the original slide topper from the rigs. It's due. It's its time. There's actually some screw holes here. There's another one on the other side. Makes it so you can move this little plastic guide vane in this track. The other thing you got to do before you get started is actually, this is an Allen key. You just turn this until the tension is all off, until you can see light through this little peer hole here. Now usually a lot of sliders you got to remove this anti-billowing device. My slide doesn't have one on the other end and it's wide open, so I don't need to actually remove this, plus it's riveted on, so I really don't want to remove this if I don't have to, because I'd have to drill it out and then use self-tapping screws to reattach it, and that'd just be a pain in the butt. The key, the Allen key, is on this side now. I had to release the tension by another 180-degree turn. Now I should be able to pull this thing straight out. I've already got the screws removed. You can see there's just bits of black tape that's just holding that in there, so I'm just going to razor blade that. As you can see, my slide tapper is off. Managed to get it removed. Here's the bundle of the horrible husk. I also found a date code on this thing. Manufactured July 2002. So, you know, a mere 19 years of sun and travel and degradation. And she's pretty crusty. And you can hear it as I flex the poor vinyl. It just sounds sad and very dried out. So next thing I gotta do is I gotta measure the distance from there to there, and I'll probably use this guy as a guide to figure out how long it is, and then I will cut my replacement one to be the same size, and then all I gotta do is just slide her on in a little bit at a time, and then I will lock her in place and pull the slide in and out a few times to make sure everything's all good. So we're just feeding the new awning in, the little guide vanes. These little plastic guys here, these little plastic cores, are going into the track on both sides, and then I'm going to secure it down with some tape. Alright, so we have reached the point now where it's mostly slid in there. I'm going to get it evened up, then yeah, we'll get it bolted down. We just pulled the slide in and out twice, and it went in and out just fine. I also need to, afterwards, release the tension again so I can put tape on the actual awning itself. These little guide vanes are all in there and they're nice and secure. So I'm going to put these retaining screws back in to hold it in place. I did check all the seals. I cleaned up some of the seals over there. These little wrinkles worked themselves out in the sunlight. Barely any, a little bit slightly off by like a 1/8 of an inch. So it's like when it rolls back in, it's a little bit, slides a little bit over just a smidge. Just like that, we're done. Got the screws over here back in, which are going through that plastic core, one on the other side. I put a little bit of tape over here by the end corners, just like the manufacturer had. I released all the tension again, and then put some tape between the metal aluminum pole and the awning to kind of keep this side from shifting around at all, which it shouldn't, but it's rolled on itself. But you know, added protection. This is my first time ever doing this. I'm not an expert, and you know, I just kind of listen to the seat of my pants, do a lot of this RV maintenance stuff. So just keep the thing together while we're rolling down the road. Thanks for watching.